Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Colorado Rockies and the Atlanta Braves. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Colorado, center fielder Charlie Blackmon.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we get underway tonight from the former home of the Braves. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Swanson scoops it up, and there's one gone to start the night. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. His career line with Bolton-Avich. He's gone 11 for 15. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Albies over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in, Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with two away. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Popped him up. Flowers is there. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, number 13.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first, but foul. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado has to hurry. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. His career line with Bolton-Avich is only 2 for 10. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Counts 1-0.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Flowers corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Parra is retired, 2 down now. So digging in now, Ian Desmond will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 the count. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. In for strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's 1 for 2.
Nick Markakis.
This is pulled into right. Gonzalez is there to put it away for out number 1. Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So striding forward now, Adam Duvall trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. His career line with Boltonevich. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Iannetta behind now, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Got him.
The pitcher number 40.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now. Now to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He flew out in his last at-bat. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is at the plate. Johan Camargo.
Leading off for the Braves, third baseman, Johan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And that's out number 1. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves. The pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. He's running. Popped him up. Desmond on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he is in there. Coming to the plate now, number 13. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a throw over, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. First delivery to him on the way. A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Now the 1-0. He'll try it again from first. A swing and a ground ball to third. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Nolan Arenado.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ball 1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Gonzalez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Low for ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball towards the hole. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Now the 1-1 pitch. The bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now.
But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving. In is Gerardo Parra. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. A ball and a strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Now batting, catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the catcher, Chris Iannetta. And that misses low and away, ball 1. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to a maybe against the pitcher.
First pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Adam Duvall.
Leading off for the break.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackman is under it. 1 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Johan Camargo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. From the stretch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. The second for 1.
No, we say.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he is out on Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Center fielder, Charlie.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So striding in, DJ LeMahieu. Now the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the throw goes right over the head of Freeman at first. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping into the box, Gerardo Parra. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to center field. Acuna is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. The bases loaded. So here now is the pitcher. Kurt Suzuki is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bouncer to the left side. Arenado has it. And there's one down now. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that just misses inside.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Now the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw won't get him. Acuna leads off first with 1 away. Runner goes for second. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across the score. Iannetta puts down the tag. He is out at home plate. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Daniel Winkler is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Desmond is retired, and there's 1 away. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Popped high in the air. Freeman calls for it. 2 down. Next pitch. It'll be the pitch. First pitch on its way. Hit to short. Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Nick Markakis. He singled his last time up.
Number 22, Nick Markakis.
On the ground to the right side. LeMahieu gets to it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Ready now, Tyler Flowers. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. At third, Arenado reined in. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Adam Duvall. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the pitch. Check swing, called strike, 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Grounder down the line at third. And there's his first base hit in this one. The throw into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. Runner in score. Brian Shaw takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled away. Duvall stands at second with 2 gone. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Popped him up. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Charlie Blackmon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any run.
Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up Acuna. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Shane Carl is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 51.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. This is on the ground over to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Nolan Arenado. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Flowers has it, makes the throw to first, 2 down. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he'll step off and try and reset. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. Hit hard back up the middle. Swanson brings it in on to first, and this will remain. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging.
Leading off for the break, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
He's set and the pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Popped up. LeMahieu waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Shane Carl. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. The 1-2. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Striding in for the Rockies, Gerardo Parra hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. In now for Colorado, Ian Desmond. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line to the right side. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will get there as the go-ahead run is quickly to third now with the 2-out triple. Here's the catcher now, Chris Ionetta, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on David Dahl will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. Sunwon-Oh comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Now in the box, Freddie Freeman. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nick Markakis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Charlie Blackmon. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. And it's 1-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. At the plate, Nolan Arenado. It's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Swanson picks it up to second for one. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Standing in, Tyler Flowers steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Blackmon. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. He doubled his last time through. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Ball and a strike. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Gonzalez, and that's the third out. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Carlos Gonzalez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up Acuna, and they have taken the lead. In now, Trevor Story. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Popped him up. Flowers moving to his left. One out. In is Gerardo Parra. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Striding in once again, Ian Desmond. He tripled last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Parra, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now this is slowly hit to short. Probably too slowly to get to. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out. Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson. He got under one. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Hit on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. One. Away. Ender Inciarte will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Wade Davis gets the call from the pen, and they've saved him for the 11th as he'll try and take this one home. pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. One out, nobody on. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped straight up. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Story is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.